So this is my home office, and this is where I work as well as doing projects. And having all the stuff on my desk is really turning out to be a pain in the butt. So I'm gonna go ahead and build a workbench over there. I have this air conditioning duct and kind of a nice spot to stand under and light up. And then I'm gonna need to patch the wall there from my Ethernet cable installation. Ran the house with Ethernet. But there's a couple studs on the wall on that side. And these studs here, I'm going to build a floating workbench. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so I'm laying out the frame for what I'm doing here. And instead of just joining them end to end, I researched in this pocket joint. It's kind of cool. It's supposed to be stronger. So I'm going to try that. Anyway, drill these on all the outside ones. And then we'll have countersunk holes with no visible holes on the outside. Okay, so I have the frame for it built. On this side right here, I'm gonna have a piece that I'm already joined on that side wall. I'm gonna do it and join it to the stud so it's good and attached. And then I've got those pocket holes drilled here on that side and on this side too, so I can just screw them in. But that back one is also going to be attached to like 4 or 5 studs against the back wall. So it'll be studs on that wall, studs on this wall. But I built the frame and there's no visible screw holes on it because I used all these, the pocket jig and put the pocket holes in each one all the way. There, it's supposed to be a stronger joint, so we'll see. And then I have 3/4 inch melamine, I'm not sure, to put on top of it for a bench surface. Okay, so my workbench is coming along here. I've got the melamine top that I put in when I went and edge wrapped it with this heat on edge wrapping stuff for the black edge tape there, but it's all concealed hardware for it. I've got one support down there, and I still have to cover that back wall there. That's where I ran all my Ethernet lines on an earlier project. But I'm happy with the way the desk turned out, or the workbench here. I've got a tool or parts bin here. Then I put this in for power. It'll go out of the way when you don't need it. It has 3 outlets and a couple of USB ports there. But I trimmed the edges here and silicone caulked it all around. But for this wall here, I put a backing board so I can hang some things with weight on it, real weight. And then on the back here, I'm gonna mount this stuff. It's called wall control slat pegboard. It's a powder coated metal. Anyway, they're the width of the studs, so I'm gonna mount 3 of those up against the wall there and have a pegboard to mount all my stuff on. And then this will be my computer desk on this side and my workbench on that side. So again, one of my main reasons for building this workbench was so that I could do my LED projects. I like to do LED stuff and not have to do it here on my office work desk and get the stuff cleaned up and over there. So while I was mounting all this and building it, and I was putting on the panels, I figured, boy, those would look really cool with some lights behind them. So I've got a power supply under the desk and I ran wires up through there. This is going to be the one for my 3rd one, a power injection wire and then the control wires. But I've got 3 panels I'll have. I just ran out of lights because I didn't plan in advance for it. But I've got a loop of LEDs going inside each panel. So it comes in from the power on that side, goes around that back through the wall, down through a stud, back up into here, around, back down through a stud, and then back up here to this one. So I'll put my 3rd one on here, and then we'll have a RGB full light show synced with my server cabinet. I'll show you that later. Okay, so I finally got my workbench pretty much done. So now I've got 2 separate things, my office desk here for computer work and stuff. And then my project or hobby desk over here. And again, a built floating desk here, with all concealed hardware. It has one support on that side, and the wall still needs to be closed up down there from running my Ethernet cables. But with this black melamine edge on it, it's a melamine top, should resist solder and electrostatic discharge, and should be good for all the projects that I do. But then I finally got this board up here. It's a metal powder coated pegboard called wall control system. I went ahead and put LED lights behind it because LEDs make everything better. But basically, it's a pretty cool system. It's all mounted into the studs. It came with a bunch of different hooks and stuff I can play with and experiment with. But different hooks here, tool mount and stuff. These little boards, or little boxes rather. But it came with a couple of shelves and stuff that I can build too. So this is going to be a shelf here too. It's a bigger shelf. Then it came with a bunch of different hooks. And then too, I got another bag of those too. But pretty happy with it. I can do any pattern or color lights there. 3 panels of 72 lights each. And all the wiring's ran in the walls with the power supply that's under the desk. But pretty happy with the way it turned out.